Hello everyone, so now we are going to do one lab, that is Vlan lab. In this video we are going to learn how we can create the Vlan lab. Okay, so what I am doing here, if you see, I will take two layer 3 switch, okay, and two normal, that is layer 2 switch, and here I am going to connect the link. If you see this way, here and this here, and this one will be here. Okay, so this is our topology. Later we will look the ether channel. Now just we are learning how we can create the VLAN. Okay, how we can create the VLAN we are going to learn in this lab. So this is a topology. As per our student request, we are doing this one. If you want, let me move this here, little here. Okay, so I hope topology is clear for you. And let me take two machine here and two machine here, and we are going to put in different VLAN and we are going to create the VLAN. Okay, so this is a topology. If you see here, if you need, I will take some color here. This color is for the VLAN 10, so we will have this here, and let me change the color here. Okay, let me take this color, and this color is for the VLAN 20. So now let me do the configuration. So I will write here somewhere here. Okay, what I will write here, VLAN 10 for sale. Okay, and then we have VLAN 20 for IT, and if you need, I can put this color here. Let me put this color, and what is the other color? I think we use this, right? So I will use this color also. If yeah, so it will not be confusion for anyone. This is this color for VLAN 20 and this color for VLAN 10. Okay, so by seeing the color you know which VLAN this PC. I hope you understand what I want to say you. Okay, and IP schema, let me assign the IP to the laptop only. So I will write here 192.168.1.1, and here we can take 192.168.1.2, and here 192.168.1.3. Just I am putting the label. Later I am going to assign the IP also, 192.168.1.4. Okay, now, or let me assign the IP to the machine. How we will assign? Just click the machine and click the desktop, click the IP config and write here 192.168.1.1. okay, and then click here. By default subnet mask will come, that's all. Click this machine and assign the IP here also. Here I need to do 1.2. okay, so this one finish, and here 1.3. so let me go here and assign here. Here we need to give 1.3. After that, here this should be 1.4. so let me assign to the machine. This should be 1.4. okay, what else we can do? Now we need to log into the switch. So imagine I log into this switch. Before login, let me rename this. I will say this is a switch 1. okay, and here this is a switch 2, and this one, this is a layer 3 switch. We can give different name, or depend what you want to give here name. What is the name? This one I will give this one as a switch 3. okay, and this one will be switch 4. Our wish, you can give anything, just I am putting the label. After that I will log into this machine. This is a CLI of our machine. Okay, this is the CLI of my machine, that is machine means a switch, CLI of our switch, When we log in, first I will change the name. So I will write enable config t host name. I will give as a switch 1. After that, I will write do show IP interface brief. Imagine you don't know which cable is connected to which port. Okay. Imagine you don't know which cable here, which cable is connected to which port. How we can check? In the real scenario, imagine you are sitting in the server room. You are sitting in the server room. You don't know where it is switch. You telnet or SSH this switch. Okay. Physically you are not available here. You are telnetting. Maybe your IT room is in the first floor. You are in the 4th floor. You will not come to the switch. Okay, you are sitting in the IT room. This switch is in the 4th floor. You are sitting in the 1st floor. So what you will do, you will SSH or telnet this switch. After that you will write here show IP interface brief, and you will check how many ports are up. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 ports are up, and you know that PCs are connected to which port. PC are connected to F0 by 5, F0 by 6. So you will say these 2 ports are connected to our machine. Okay, 5 and 6, that is F0 by 5 comma F0 by 6 are connected to our machine. So for these ports we should not make as a trunk. You will not make this one as a trunk. You can enable the port fast here. Okay, port fast you can enable because this is connected to the end devices. And one more thing you can do, another thing is, let me write here, you can write do show CDP neighbor. Okay, still you don't have any neighbor. Show CDP neighbor or entry. Show CDP entry star show CDP neighbor, because still CDP still you don't have any neighbor. With this command also you can track who is my neighbor, like that. Okay, but anyhow, by seeing this one you can easily understand this interface go up, so I need to make this interface as a trunk. Okay, so what we will do now, and we know this 2 interface is connected to our machine. So what I will do, I will write here, first of all let me go in the config, then I will write interface range fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Whatever interface you have you can check here, 0 by 1 till 0 by 1 till 0 by 4. These all are connected to switch only. 0 by 1 to 0 by 4. So I will write 0 by 1 to 0 by 4. Okay, 0 by 1 dash 0 by 4. So I will select this multiple interface, then I will write switch port mode trunk. I enable the trunk in this one. After that I will write here interface fast Ethernet 0 by 5. I will write here switch port mode access VLAN 10. Okay, green means 10, right? Let me check. Green means 20. So I will write here VLAN 20. Switch port mode access which VLAN? VLAN 20. Let me write here what switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, VLAN 20 is not there, it is created. Or let me create first of all. What I will do, I will write here VLAN 10 for which department? VLAN 10 is for sale. So I will write here name is equal to sale. And I will create the VLAN 20. How we will create? We need to write the VLAN and give the number and write the name and give the name. Okay, after that I will write interface fast Ethernet 0 by 6. This one I am writing. Okay, then we will write switch port mode access and then switch port access VLAN 20. This belongs to VLAN 20, that's all. And if you want to enable spanning tree, okay, if you want to enable the rapid spanning tree, we can do that one also. Spanning tree mode, press question mark, rapid. So what I done, I enable the rapid PVST. So time will be less. Like you are saying, if you remember 30 to 50 second, like I hope you remember. 15 seconds for listening, 15 seconds for learning. If the port is down, again he will take the time. I hope you remember that one. So if you don't want to wait that much time, okay, 30 to 50 seconds, what we can do? We can directly enable the rapid PVST. It will take less than 10 seconds. Okay, I hope you remember that one, right? You remember STP or not? STP, you can time STP timer, you can check. That is anyhow, now we are doing the VLAN, so we will focus in that one. But I enable the rapid PVST. If you want to enable the port fast also, we can write interface range F0 by 5-6, and then we will write here spanning tree, press question mark and check here port fast. I enable the port fast for this one. Okay, so what I done here, if you see in this switch, I enable the port fast. This one here, you will get this warning, port fast will be enabled only if this is a non-trunking port. This is non-trunking port only because this one is connected to our end devices. So what we done, we enable the port fast here. Why we enable port fast? Because we don't want to go this port in the listening, learning and forwarding. Directly we want to work this port. That's why I put this port in the port fast. This is finish. And we enable here, what we enable, if you remember, RPVST. So this configuration for this switch is finished. Here not only VLAN, we are doing other thing also. Okay, let me save this. If you want, I will write show run and you can check what we done. If you see in this one, we enable the rapid PVST and we make this interface as a trunk. Okay, and we put this interface in the VLAN 20 and this one also in the VLAN 20. Two ports are in the VLAN 20. F0 by 5. This should be in the VLAN 10, not 20. By mistake, maybe we done something wrong here. So we will correct that one. Okay, so what I will do, I will go in this port F0 by 5. If you see F0 by 5 green, this should be in the 20, but F0 by 6 should be in the VLAN 10. So if you see here F0 by 6, it is in the VLAN 20. It should be in the VLAN 10. So let me correct that one. Config T interface F0 by 6, F0 by 6, and then switch port axis VLAN 10. Okay, now I correct this one. I will write WR show VLAN brief and you can check this port is VLAN 20 and this one, this port F0 by 6 in the VLAN 10. Okay, now everything is good, and if you want to check, we can check also, but first switch configuration is done here. Now what I will do, I will go to this switch and here we will do the configuration. What configuration we will do? Same thing. First I will write enable config T host name SW2, and if you want to enable the rapid PVST, we can do the rapid PVST. We enable the rapid PVST. And what we need to do, you can check here, do show IP interface brief, which interface from here to here, this one F0 by 1 till F0 by 6, and you know this is F0 by 5 and this is F0 by 6. So other than these two interface, we can make as a trunk. Okay, so what I will do, interface range F0 by 1 dash F0 by 1 dash 4, I will make this as a switch port mode trunk. I make this trunk. After that I will write interface range, let me exit this mode, and interface range F0 by 5 dash 6, I will write here. Here I will write like spanning tree port fast. I enable the port fast to this interface. After that what I will do, I will create the VLAN also. We don't have VLAN, so VLAN 10 name is sales, VLAN 20 name is IT. Okay, now what I can do, I will put the port interface fast Ethernet 0 by 5 switch port mode axis, and then I will write switch port axis VLAN 20. Okay, and then I will write interface fast Ethernet F0/6 switch port mode axis, and then switch port axis VLAN 10. Okay, and I will write here WR do show VLAN brief, and here 1020 we have this one, 2 VLAN F0/6 F0/5. Okay, and what else? If you want, I will show you the configuration, show run, and we can check here. This port from 1, 2, 3, 4 is in the trunk. Okay, 5 is in the VLAN 20 and 6 is in the VLAN 10. And what else? Nothing. We have the VLAN only. So this one is finished. I will save the configuration, and then we will go here and we will create VLAN here also. Okay, and we will check. This is a layer 3. So first of all, I will go inside and then I will change the name, host name as W4, and then I will write first we will check how many interface we have. Do show IP interface brief. So if you see, this all interface is up from here to here. So I will write fast Ethernet 0/1 till 0/6. Okay, so interface range fast Ethernet 0/1 till 5, 0/1. Okay, -5. I will write here switch port encapsulation switch port trunk encapsulation .1q switch port mode trunk. So with this command I make as a trunk. Why I am using this one? Because you need to remember, whenever we are doing the trunk configuration in the layer 3 switch, we need to write this command. Okay, after that we need to write this one. But if you are using only layer 2, then you can write this one directly. Okay, so we make that all interface as a trunk, and we did not create the VLAN, so I will create VLAN 10, and name should be whatever name we give here. VLAN 10 should be sales, and then VLAN 20, that name should be IT. Okay, now our configuration finished. You can write show IP interface brief. Our interface is up, and you can write show VLAN brief. You can see, but we don't have any port because this all ports are in the trunk. Okay, all the ports are in the trunk. Show interface trunk. Okay, this all ports are in the trunk. If you see F0/1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all these ports are in the trunk. So we will save the configuration. This is the switch 3 configuration. Now we will go for the switch 4. And this is also okay, no issue. You can write no, and you can enable, and config T host name will be the switch 4, and then we will check how many interface. Do show IP interface brief. Same thing here, how many interface is up here to here, F0/1 till F0/6. Okay, so same thing, interface range F0/1-6 switch port trunk encapsulation .1q switch port mode trunk. Let me, okay, switch port mode trunk, and we can create the VLAN. So I will write VLAN 10, name is sales. Okay, sale, right? VLAN 10 is sale, and then VLAN 20 is for IT. That's all. This is the configuration for our mini project. Show VLAN brief. So this is good. Let me save the configuration. Okay, now we can ping and check. So I can ping 192.168.1.3. I am pinging from this machine. These both are in the same VLAN, so they should work. Okay, if you see here, request timeout, after some time it will start working. Now it is working. But if you ping this IP, it will not work because they are in different VLAN. Let me ping 1.2, because if you remember, different VLAN cannot communicate. If you want to make them communicate, then we need to do the inter VLAN routing. Okay, later we will see inter VLAN, but now you need to remember, two different VLAN cannot communicate. We use VLAN to divide the single broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domain, and we can say this is a layer 2 security also. Okay, so now this is our small project. In that one, what we done, let me summarize before closing this one. We have four switches. 2 are the layer 3 switch, 2 are the layer 2 switch. Layer 2 switch is a access layer switch. It is connected to end devices, and we put this port in the port fast, so it will not go in the listening and learning, directly it will start working. And also we enable trunk in this interface, and we enable the RSTP here and here. And here we did not enable. If you need, we can enable here also. Same command we can use. And here we put all this interface in the trunk here also, and we created the VLAN, whatever VLAN we have. So this is the mini project. As per your manager request, we perform this lab. Okay, we perform this activity. Okay, see you in our next lab. Thank you. Bye.